Just the fact we have to question whether gun violence and reality rap is, well, I mean, it's necessity because we have to talk about the reality of what's going on. And we've seen from new generation rappers that they are not interested in discussing the reality of things. They just want to talk about whatever the hell they make up. The problem is when those lines get blurred, you lose lives that never intended to be in that realm in the first place. There's been a lot of things going on in the past couple months. Pusha T Drake beef was going on, and some people said, you know, is he going too far? And then the Tekashi thing was going on, and they were asking, you know, is he doing too much? Yeah, yes. I think there's a very important question to be asked in hip-hop. And obviously, I think it runs a lot deeper than just music, and it's much more complicated. Hip-hop didn't just throw them into their lyrics because they wanted to sound tough, or because, you know, they wanted to portray that image. I mean, this is where hip-hop started, was from where those things were abundantly rampant. That is what hip-hop came from. So I think it's so deeply rooted into hip-hop to discuss these things. And obviously throughout time it became less about questioning those things, and then it became more about demanding those things, and then now we're so far into glamorizing those things as needs and necessities and things that are part of our culture, so they're okay, is kind of where things get tricky. I mean, you know, I was the first to tell you, like, keep the same energy. Why are you, you know, questioning Tekashi and saying that he's not real, but the reason we don't want you is because you might be real? Now, of course, I don't want to go into social commentary about it because this is a hip-hop show. Unfortunately, hip-hop has traditionally been socially commentating. The only problem is that when hip-hop talks about it, your media doesn't cover it in the same way that, you know, they talk about a school shooting or a mass shooting or something, you know. But then ironically, they'll take that same argument and say, well, guns won't stop it because people will always find a way to get guns illegally, even though these other deaths happen probably 200% more times than those. But then they'll use the fact that those aren't often enough to address seriously with gun control. What about these? Now, security breaches and stupidity of behavior aside, you have to wonder what's happening that these artists, I can't even get an interview from one of these guys when they come to the city because they don't want to do any media. How does somebody get close enough to people to have this kind of reach? I saw an interview with See the God talking about he doesn't, you know, you can't even just walk past Drake. And that's how it should be. And anybody with that much value to the community and that much at stake should have all their attention and investing 100% A1 when it comes to their safety and security. So, with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. The question is, how do we balance reality rap and the risk of it? Because we have to have it, but it comes with a consequence. How do we balance these things and ultimately help our communities rise above self-mutilated violence? Because that's what we have to focus on, is why in our own communities where people look just like us, they are trying to kill us for things that, well, it doesn't matter what the thing is, because none of it's rational. So, Troll Nation, chill the fuck out. Because it's going too far, and once it goes too far, you can't come back. That being said, my name is Rambo Hustle with the Hip Hop Report. Peace, love, hip hop. Peace, love, and hip hop. Cheers.